Battalion Cadet Captain Prince Kumar Singh, and Battalion Cadet Captain Ritul, who represent the next generation of military leadership. Moderating this session is a remarkable officer, Major Jacqueline Jacinta Dias. Can we please have a round of applause for them?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to this special interaction with two cadets from one of the most prestigious academy, the National Defense Academy. A huge round of applause for them, please. So this is going to be like a peek behind the curtains where we are going to hear from the horse's mouth, because कहते हैं ना कि मुंह की ज़बानी सबसे बेहतरीन होती है, तो बस इसीलिए हम इन दो कैडेट्स को यहाँ पर लेकर आए हैं ताकि ये अपनी मन की बात आप सभी के सामने रख सके. Well, all the young minds here, if you are interested in joining the ranks or just want to know about the day at the academy or you want to know the real life story, let me tell you, this is the right time and place to be. So I will not bore you and I will not take away your time because I'm sure we really want to know what you have to say, because let me tell you, cadets, we are super pumped up as an audience because all of you want to know about the NDA, and I'm sure that you also have lots and lots of stories to tell us about the NDA, right? So let's just start with the basics. Why don't you introduce yourselves to the audience?
Jai Hind. I'm Battalion Cadet Captain Ritul. I'm from Hisar, Haryana. I've done my schooling from St. Kabir School with 98.5% in my 12th standard. I'm a national level athlete and a state level debater. Before joining NDA, I had completed 1 year of engineering from NIT Jalandhar. My father is a contractor, my mother is a homemaker, and I have a younger brother who's currently studying in class 10th. That's all.
Please.
Jai Hind. I'm Battalion Cadet Captain Prince Kumar Singh Kushwaha. I'm from Mathura, Uttar Pradesh. I am a national level skater and a regional level debater. My father is an ex-serviceman. He retired from Regiment of Artillery as a NAB Subedar. And my mother is a homemaker. I have two elder sisters. The eldest one is pursuing BDS and the other one is joining OTA tomorrow.
Oh, BDS, I'm also from dental. Okay, so at the outset, I would like to welcome you both here. It's indeed a pleasure to have you here on the stage. तो मैं रितुल से शुरू करना चाहूँगी. मैं जो भी आपसे सवाल पूछना चाहती हूँ, मुझे पता आपने बहुत बार सुना होगा, कई लोगों से सुना होगा, आप परेशान भी हो चुकी होगी, पर आपने एनडीए में शामिल होने का निर्णय क्यों लिया?
सितंबर 2021 में एनडीए परीक्षा के द्वार लड़कियों के लिए खोले गए और तब मुझे विचार आया कि मैं मुझे मिलिट्री में जाना चाहिए. हरियाणा हमारे देश का वो राज्य है जहाँ से मैं आती हूँ. वहाँ अधिकतर लोग सेना में जाना चाहते हैं और इसकी बहुत इज्जत भी होती है. जब मैंने एनडीए के बारे में जाना और पढ़ा तो मैं इसके इतिहास से और इसके गौरव से बहुत प्रभावित हुई. तो मैंने सोचा कि मैं यहीं जाऊंगी और मैंने उसकी तैयारी शुरू कर दी. जब मेरा एनडीए के एग्ज़ाम क्लियर हो गया तो मेरे माता पिता की आंखों में वो गर्व देखकर मैं और भी ज़्यादा प्रोत्साहित हुई कि दिस इज़ व्हाट आई वाज सपोज्ड टू डू.
Well, I'm very, very sure that it would have been a moment of pride and honor for you, your family, and everyone in your town, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, moving on to Prince. Well, we all know that the selection process of the NDA is very difficult. Well, NDA is the dreams of many, but very few achieve it. And you're one of the lucky persons who have achieved your dream. So, why don't you tell the audience, how did you go about? How did you prepare? कैसे तुमने तैयारी की? And what were the challenges that you faced?
Indeed, the selection process is difficult. 18 to 20 lakh of students aspire for a spot in the academy. Around 8 to 9 lakh give exam, the written examination, of which only 8,000 clear the bar. And after that, we have a 5-day grueling process of SSB, after which only 500 to 600 candidates remain, and even out of them, only 350 to 400 get to join the academy. So yes, the selection process is difficult. Talking about my preparation, I was quite good academically since childhood, so it helped me quite a lot to get through my written examination. But after that, SSB was there. So I gave a mock SSB to one of my father's known person from his regiment, and which actually helped me a lot. It acquainted me with the SSB, the process of the selection, as well as it highlighted my weaknesses and my areas of improvement, on which I worked upon and later on I cleared my SSB.
Well, we can see that you both have worked hard, really hard. And I think we can say that hard work, smart work, patience, and dedication are the pillars to join the NDA. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so coming to Ritul, joining the nation's walk towards women empowerment, the NDA has recently started admitting female cadets, which is a landmark event by itself. So, how do you feel being part of that historic change of the NDA?
It was definitely a historic step to induct female cadets in the National Defense Academy. And me being part of the first course that was inducted, I feel obliged and privileged. It definitely was a long way because initially when we joined, the academy had not seen female trainees from last 75 years, and that too of our age group, which is very young. So it was new not only for the cadets, but for the instructors as well as officers on how to go about it. There was uncertainty, unfamiliarity, but definitely, I've seen a lot of changes from last 3 years. The academy has adapted and updated itself to acquaint us and to integrate us fully into the mainstream of the academy. Now they are aware on how to go about our training, be it cross-country, camps, games, because the physiology of a female body is different. So some changes had to be made, and those changes have come up beautifully. Now everything is in line. So I would say that I've seen a lot of changes from last 3 years.
तो हम कह सकते हैं कि, और मैं चाहती हूँ, मैं जानती हूँ कि आप सब सहमत होंगे कि नारी शक्ति को अनदेखा नहीं किया जा सकता, राइट? I think all the girls here should agree with me. Yes, it should be louder. Everyone should hear this, right? Yes or no? Yes. So Prince, coming back to you, NDA की ट्रेनिंग काफ़ी कठिन है, ये हम सब जानते हैं. तो इस कठिन ट्रेनिंग ने आपको शारीरिक और मानसिक रूप से किस तरीके से बदला है?
अकेडमी में एक बात हम बार बार दोहराते हैं कि जितना रगड़ा उतना तगड़ा. और ये बात पूरी तरह सच भी है.
बिल्कुल.
क्योंकि अकेडमी हमें सिर्फ शारीरिक रूप से मजबूत ही नहीं बनाती है, बल्कि हमें इतना सक्षम भी बनाती है कि हम टफ से टफ रेजिमेंट को भी आसानी से फॉलो कर लें. एक कैडेट जब अकेडमी के अंदर कदम रखता है, उसके बाद वो बाहरी दुनिया से पूरी तरह अलग हो जाता है, जिससे वो अकेडमी में आने के बाद आत्मनिर्भर बनता है.
बिल्कुल.
साथ ही अकेडमी में कराई जाने वाली विभिन्न गतिविधियां जैसे कि कैंप, गेम्स, ड्रिल कॉम, इन सब से कैडेट एक टीम की अहमियत को समझता है, अपने साथियों की मेहनत, उनकी ज़रूरत को समझता है, और इन सब चीज़ों के ज़रिए उसके अंदर के लीडर को निखारा जाता है. मानसिक रूप से जो अकेडमी की ट्रेनिंग है वो एक कैडेट को सब कुछ संभालना सिखा देती है, भले ही वो समय हो, मानवीय संसाधन हो या फिर मुश्किल से मुश्किल परिस्थितियाँ. मैं इतना कह सकता हूँ कि एक कैडेट को सब संभालना आता है.
So NDA basically makes you an all-rounder, right? And it's all about grit and resilience. It's amazing how these things can take you so far in life. I mean, imagine one moment you're sitting at home, making a project in your school uniform, and the very next moment you're sitting here on the stage with us, being part of the NDA, where life has its way of working, I should say, right? So, Ritul, this question, I'm sure, is in mind of each and every person here. What is a typical day at the NDA?
Well, I would start by saying that every day is not just every day.
Of course.
You see different things. But the typical schedule starts that every cadet gets up at 500 hours. You start by preparing your rigs because uniform is an essential part of a defense personnel. After that, the whole squadron musters in the SCON parade ground for reciting the NDA prayer and honor code. That is basically the moral base, the discipline, the ethics that a cadet is supposed to follow during the whole day and even after being commissioned, which is followed by ODT, that is outdoor training, which can be PT, drill, or academics. After that schedule, you go, change, have your breakfast, and you proceed for classes. During the tenure of 3 years of training, we are also pursuing a bachelor's degree. That can be BA, BSc, or BTech in my case. So the classes are conducted for the same from 9 to 1, which is followed by lunch. After that, the whole squadron assembles for games period. in which the cadets practice games, learn different games, PT, physical training, do practice for camps, drill com, and all the subsequent events that are lined up. After this, there is a study period for 2 hours in which we are supposed to study, go through the books and revise what was taught in the classes, go through the newspapers for geopolitical updates. After that, we have ante-room procedure. Ante-room is basically the squadron appointments pass you the orders for the next day, the conduct and the behavior that is expected out of a cadet, if there are any mistakes or any appreciation that is done during that procedure, which is followed by dinner. Then again, cadets assemble for squadron period. The special thing about that time is everything is controlled by the cadets. The senior cadets, they organize and they decide what is to be done. So NDA is basically a cadet-driven academy, which teaches you leadership on ground. After that, cadets change, have their own time work, and go to sleep at 20 to 15 hours.
Wow, what a roller coaster of a day, right? I mean, I'm just tired hearing of it, but I've understood one thing, that NDA, every day is day of adventure and excitement, right? वो कहते हैं ना, डर के आगे जीत है और क्या? बताइए, कुछ भी. What do you think NDA is for you?
A platform to train and become tougher.
And also, आज कुछ तूफानी करते हैं. So, Prince, we have just heard the typical day at NDA, which doesn't seem to be very simple. So I'm sure there must have been moments where you felt like just giving up, कि अब मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा. You have felt that?
Yes, certainly.
Yeah. So how did you push through it?
When we joined the academy, the very first day, we are allotted one of the 18 squadrons, which is our home for the next 3 years. It is the place where we live, where we train. We participate in different events, games, by the name of our squadron. Every squadron has 2 colors, so those are called squadron colors. Then the squadron spirit develops in a cadet, and for those colors, you are ready to live and die by them. So that is what motivates the cadets in the academy. Talking about difficult situations, yes, plethora of difficult situations I have faced, but the most difficult one would be my camp rovers, which is actually one of the world's toughest camp for this age group. And in that, throughout the nights, we are doing navigation in jungles and undergrowth, so no sleep at all. In the day time, we are preparing our defenses, so hardly any sleep. And the body is almost every time dehydrated, exhausted, ready to give up at any moment. I had my moments like that in my camp rovers. But then in those moments, I looked around. I saw my course-mates, my squad mates, who were going through the very same thing.
Right.
And they were enduring it. Then why cannot I? The voice of my buddy ringing in my head, the name of my squadron flag, the squadron colors, that is what kept me going then, and that is what keeps me going still.
Very true. You would like to add anything, Ritul?
Ma'am, training is tough. And that is why it is training.
Yes.
And as a cadet, you feel various moments where you're very low. But
Correct.
the thought of giving up or resigning never came up to the surface because there is a bigger purpose.
True.
And whenever I felt low, I looked around. My course mates were there who were undergoing the same pressure, under the same circumstances. So if they were doing it, how can I give up? And there are my juniors who are looking up to me so that whatever path I follow, they'll follow behind. And if I quit, that's not an option. Then I look at my academy number. Already 40,000 people who have completed this training have undergone the same stress, the same pressure. And then only they have earned that pride tag of being an ex-NDA. So how can I give up? And lastly, you have to keep remembering at the first place, why did you join? And that reason will be enough to keep the fire lit inside you. And it just does not let you give up.
So I can say that never give up attitude is very important to be part of the NDA, right? So Prince, ये never give up attitude के अलावा आपको क्या लगता है और कौन से गुण होने चाहिए NDA में शामिल होने के लिए?
सबसे पहले तो हर विद्यार्थी को अपनी पढ़ाई लिखाई पर बहुत ध्यान देना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये पढ़ाई लिखाई आपको सिर्फ एनडीए का एग्ज़ाम हल करने में आसानी ही नहीं होगी, बल्कि एनडीए में आने के बाद भी बहुत शिक्षा है, बहुत पढ़ाई है जिसमें आपको आसानी होगी। उसके बाद अपनी शारीरिक प्रशिक्षण पर भी खास ध्यान देना चाहिए और अपनी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स को भी सुधारना चाहिए। पर सबसे महत्वपूर्ण है कि अपनी 15 OLQs, द ऑफिसर लाइक क्वालिटीज़, जिनके ऊपर हमें चयनित किया जाता है SSB के द्वारा, उन पर काम करें और किसी के जैसा बनने की कोशिश या फिर किसी की नकल करने की कोशिश ना करें, बल्कि हर दिन अपनी दिनचर्या में छोटे छोटे पॉजिटिव बदलाव लाएं, जिससे कि आपकी पर्सनैलिटी ग्रोथ हो और आप वैसे बने। इन अ नटशेल वी कैन से दैट वी हैव टू बी नेचुरल एंड मेक दीज OLQs आवर नेचर।
तो अगर आप लोगों को लगता है कि आप में ये गुण है तो एनडीए और इंडियन आर्मी और फौज आपका इंतजार कर रहा है, क्यों?
यस मैम।
Okay, so Ritul, how do you balance academics, physical training, and leadership development at NDA, considering how busy your schedules are?
Ma'am, NDA is known as the cradle of military leadership. It has taken upon the responsibility to produce military leaders. And the curriculum has been made in such a way that it has amalgamated the academics, the physical training, and the development of you as a leader.
Yeah.
During the 3 years training, you're undergoing a bachelor's degree. No compromise is made on education, but definitely not on the physical part also. You're trained properly with a lot of physical strain and mental toughness. And this is ensured through various events, physical training, drill, camps, drill competition, and whatnot. And other than that, when we move on to leadership development, you are being appointed as an overstudy and you're given a junior. That person will be your understudy, and you have to guide that person throughout the training. So he becomes your responsibility. When you go to senior terms, you're given the appointment. So you get more people under you. So you get the on-hand experience on how to handle people, which is basically you're being trained for, being a leader. You're made in charges for various events like quiz, public speaking, which also leads to your overall development. And that is how it balances everything.
Like I always said, it's all about being an all-rounder, right? So, Prince, how was your first day at NDA? I mean, we keep talking about your day at NDA, but how was the first day at NDA? Any memorable event, any moment, or any challenge that you faced and you realized ki this is where I was meant to be?
I remember my first day very clearly. The moment I stepped off the bus, I was in front of Sudan block, and I was awestruck by the magnanimity of the Sudan block. The architecture, the scenery, and the stillness of the academy leaves one in wonder. But on the very same day, I was made to stand for 2 hours. I was standing for that long for the first time in my life, in the same position, as we were briefed by an officer about our conduct, our stay in the academy. So that was my very first day and the first challenge that I faced in the academy.
Well, I can imagine you standing there for 2 hours, not able to move an inch here and there, and see, now here you are. Well, I can see a lot of young girls here. काफ़ी सारी लड़कियों को मैं यहाँ देख रही हूँ और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि you are a source of inspiration and maybe me also for a minute, right? Because you are part of the NDA and I'm part of the Indian Army. So, do you have anything to say कि आपके पास कुछ है इन लड़कियों को बताने के लिए कि अगर उनमें कुछ संकोच है, उनको लगता है कि हम नहीं कर पाएंगे, कुछ कहना चाहेंगी आप इनको?
लड़कियों को एनडीए ज्वाइन करने में संकोच हो रहा होगा क्योंकि पिछले 75 सालों से सिर्फ लड़के ही इस एकेडमी में ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हैं एंड दैट इज़ क्वाइट एक्सपेक्टेड ऑल्सो। बट ये फैक्ट बदल गया था जब हमारा कोर्स इंडक्ट हुआ एंड इस बदलाव का हिस्सा होने के नाते मैं ये पूरे विश्वास से बता सकती हूँ कि सेना ही एक ऐसा क्षेत्र है जहाँ कोई भेदभाव नहीं किया जाता। ये भेदभाव मतलब पूरा धुंधला हो जाता है और सबको सम्मान अवसर दिए जाते हैं और उसी के अनुसार पूरी इज्जत और समानता का भाव होता है। इसीलिए मैं कहना चाहूँगी कि इसमें संकोच वाली कोई बात ही नहीं है कि अब हमने कर लिया है और भी इतनी सारी लड़कियाँ कर रही हैं तो आप भी ज़रूर कर सकते हैं। एनडीए की ट्रेनिंग आपको ना सिर्फ फिज़िकली बट मेंटली भी बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाती है। आपको पता चलेगा कि आप अपनी लिमिट्स कितनी ज़्यादा पुश कर सकते हैं और आपकी पर्सनालिटी इतनी ज़्यादा डेवलप हो जाएगी कि शायद मैंने भी नहीं सोचा था।
बिल्कुल।
बिकॉज इट हैज़ ट्रेन्ड अस इन सो मैनी एस्पेक्ट्स एंड डेवलप्ड सो मैनी फैक्टर्स। सो मैं कहना चाहूँगी कि जितने ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों को इंडियन आर्मी एंड इन पर्टिकुलर नेशनल डिफेंस एकेडमी ज्वाइन करनी चाहिए, क्योंकि ये उनके लिए और हमारे देश के लिए, सबके लिए मतलब इट इज़ बेनिफिशियल.
Yes.
At last, I would conclude by saying, भरा नहीं जो भाव से, बहती जिसमें रसधार नहीं, वो हृदय नहीं पत्थर है जिसमें स्वदेश का प्यार नहीं.
A huge round of applause for that. I'm pretty sure all the girls here must be motivated to join the Indian Army, the NDA, the Indian Armed Forces, right? So coming back to you, Prince, any final words of wisdom for these young minds here who are waiting to be motivated and inspired by you both?
Well, all those who dream of joining NDA, or for that matter, the services, I believe that they have taken the first step in the right direction already. That is making a decision. That is where it starts. Obviously, as it is written, it is indeed a life less ordinary. And we say it in Forge that we don't spend this life doing things, we do things to earn it. And obviously, it is one of the best places to be at, to work at, as it gives us an opportunity to be everything that we want to be. And this profession does not only gives us responsibilities, but also a family to share those responsibilities with.
Yes, I completely agree with the family aspect of the Indian Armed Forces. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with this, we come to the conclusion of this special interaction we had with the cadets. I thank you all for being such a kind and patient audience. I would like to thank you both for taking your time out and sharing your knowledge, your insights, and your words of wisdom with the audience here. I think we will all agree that to be in the Indian Armed Forces or the NDA, it is not just about physical stamina, but also about hard work, dedication, smart work, patience, and lots of grit and resilience, right? And I hope that this conversation has ignited a spark amongst all the young minds here who want to join the Indian Army and the Indian Armed Forces, right? So ladies and gentlemen, with this, I end this interaction, but I would like to say कि क्या पता अगले साल या अगले बार इन दोनों के जगह आप में से कोई यहाँ पर होगा और यहाँ पर बैठ के भारतीय सेना का हिस्सा बन रहा होगा. So thank you all, a huge round of applause for yourselves and for the cadets, and I hand over the stage back to Ajay Tarun.
What a wonderful session. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call all the speakers of the day, all the officers, cadets who were here in the session one, all the speakers and other officers. May I please request you to join us on the stage for DG's felicitation. Thank you so much, sir. I'll now request the DG to felicitate. Let's start with Brigadier Saurabh Singh Shekhawat. Colonel Vikram Singh. Colonel Anshit Srivastava. Colonel Anshit Srivastava. Colonel Rajneesh Gairola. Major Jacqueline Jacinta Dias. Major Pranay. NDA Battalion Cadet Prince Kumar Singh. That was Ritul, followed by NDA Battalion Cadet Captain Prince Kumar Singh. And now, Major Pranay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.